Hey guys, welcome back with another video with Linksy. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday, afternoon, evening or morning, wherever you are. And let's get struck straight into this. This was sent in to me by Zesty and Madrat. And it's a siege. I believe this is the medium-sized Totalwarbro with with Rome and Swaby defending against Macedon and another Roman army. Okay, it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Let's check out Rome's army. Okay, so Gladiatrices slingers, that's expected. Spear gladiatrices. So these are women gladiators. Okay, gladiator. Wait, these are all women. Okay, that's all women over there. More over here. So he has a purely gladiator. His entire army is made of women fighters over there. Then Club Levy for Swaby is expected. Yeah, just Club Levy spam, it seems. Pure Club Levy spam. And some sword masters to the back of that formation. Over here there is militia hoplites for Macedon, front lines, Taurus spears, some more hoplites, royal peltas to do some damage, and bunch more troops. He's sending the thing all the way up there, which is not really advisable. It's a bit out of the way. The battering ram won't do much. And siege towers do not dock up here for some reason. That's just slightly glitched, mostly due to terrain formation, how it is. That's the place where you break in with your artillery. Okay, and let's see, the Hastati for the Roman attacking player, which is a decent choice in itself. You get quite a bit of them. Auxiliary Syrian archers, lots of them. Hastati, he got Praetorian guards, so that's going to be an interesting choice. More Hastati all the way back here, quite spread out. And Gladiatrices slingers protected by Praetorian Guard, and some more Hastati over there. The Roman player is a little bit too spread out, spread too thin. Meanwhile, the Macedonian player is doing concentrated attack force on this angle. Now, the missile advantage does have to go to the... I was gonna say it has to go to the attackers, but really and truly, only two Syrian archers and two Gladiatrices slingers over there, whereas the defense has two Gladiatrices slingers but in a really good position, and then incredible volumes of pila from the Club Levy, which in itself does pay off quite a little bit in total. Units moving up. Ooh, hairstyles. Okay, it's like a big turd on his head. I'll take this moment to tell you guys, well, if you're seeing this video and you haven't subscribed, you could subscribe. I've recently been getting like 60-70% people who aren't subscribed watching the videos, so, you know, just 50-50 it out, balance the odds out. As well as that, tonight I'll be posting another Minecraft video as well, if you want to hop in and watch that. We'll be building an iron golem farm in that video, and you know, if you're interested in Minecraft, that is. I've been trying to do a little bit of other games, and so there's that. And finally, if you do want to join the Discord server, feel free, and yeah, we play Rome and other games there all the time. Syrian archers doing their thing, but they're getting shot down by that arrow tower. On the small-sized settlement, these buildings are in there, so you could theoretically shoot from up here, but then there's an arrow tower here which does so much damage because it has like overwatch over this entire area. When you take that over, then there's this arrow tower up here that does the same thing. So the small is actually more defensible than the medium, and the large itself is a little bit annoying because you do get that little extension there and get a tower there. And I can see why they wouldn't have placed a building in this side, but so be it. They're still not capturing the arrow towers here, which are getting quite a few kills on these militia troops. It's interesting that the defense is just letting them take on the walls without any sort of defense. They could have easily beaten off the Roman player from this area, and contained the Macedonian player to this little location, maybe even. Then again, they do need the slingers, and this is a really good choke point in itself, so they could fall back on that. So there's going to be an interesting fight happening over there. 5 minutes in and we still haven't seen any mass murdering. And so the gate has finally been neutralized. They did break the gate, but they're not going in because of the oil, which is understandable. They did lose quite a few units there, so they lost 24, 6, 3, 15. They lost like 60 men there, more or less, slowly getting to the walls. This arrow tower has been taken. Now, let's see, what can the defense do? I mean, they do have the spears, Gladiatrices here. They do have 20 charge bonus, and the normal Gladiatrices, they have 22. They have really high melee attack. Little armor, but they have 40 armor is so better than... They have the same armor as Club Levy. They don't get to be used that much in general. Mostly because in Rome is usually not allowed to be played, because people just spam the same 4 units and just go along with that and leave it there. Militias doing their thing. Okay, so Macedon is just rushing in with everything he has. 5 terror spears, that's actually a decent unit considering what he's facing. And his missile advantage might, with those terror spears, will help to clean up the Club Levy. But I would have gotten a few Cretan archers, because Cretan archer can get 200-300 kills against Club Levy relatively easily. The Syrian archers up here are... Why aren't they doing anything? I was told this was a really exciting fight. Maybe it's gonna happen sometime soon. Let's go cinematic. Actually, let's get a screenshot. Since there isn't really much anything else to do. The Legatus is coming in. The Praetorian Guard and Syrians and stuff are moving in there. The tower over there is getting captured. See, this is why you need some archers, because the archers could really punish those hostility, as they lost quite a few over there with that siege tower. No, those arrow towers. Again, just putting a couple of archers here and maybe 2 units back here, and yeah, it could do a lot. So the first unit has been charged in, the militia hoplites, and these Club Levy getting their Pila into the flanks of that. First Blood is been activated. This militia hoplites is getting slaughtered. I think the only kill that happened was a friendly fire from the Pila over there. That unit is dead. More units were brought forward, and this one is being cycled back. 62 kills and 33 kills over there. Another one's coming in, and the Pila is about to get thrown. And let's make sure that does not come back. The Club Levy are preparing to throw their Pila at this hoplite unit as it's moving forward. It's not going to get a lot of good kills, but still, it's militia hoplites. They do not have that much strength in melee defense and melee armor. They're just getting slaughtered by Pila. And this Club Levy 60 kills without even engaging. They charge in, and now Club Levy have a bonus versus infantry and 16 charge bonus, which this unit should start dropping like flies. Yeah, it's down to 86. Rome is sending in hostility. Is this in Testudo formation? Yeah, he's sending Testudo formation troops there. They should be essentially immune to missiles, but there's no missiles with the exception of those Balearic slingers, and that arrow tower there does a lot more damage than a normal arrow. These militia hoplites are now getting surrounded once again and cleaned up. Club Levy taking some damage as they're getting shot in the rear by the Toro spears, but that was pure sacrifice. 9 kills, and I think, how many units was it? 2 units or 3? That's gone as well. These Club Levy doing the God's work, as Greece would say. Yeah, now these guys are just retreating. They're like, nope, we're not gonna do that. Gladiatrices Stingers coming up forward, and they should. These guys might be in a bit of a spot of, but they're in trouble. Yeah, they're getting shot. They do have. So let's look at their melee defense. They do have 35 shield value, so they're quite decent. That 35% chance, I believe, to block an ammunition from hitting them. But of course, when you have so much coming in at you, you're gonna start losing units really quickly. Also, I realized they're just 120 units compared with the 160 of other, so they do have a little bit of number disadvantage. Missiles coming in, yeah, you can see the pebble is just floating on top of. Come on, another volley. Apparently, another volley did not come in. So the militia hoplites are getting charged by the Gladiatrices here, who are getting slaughtered by the units. They do have a special ability, let's see. They do have Killing Spree, it gives them weapon damage. 54 weapon, Jesus, that's a strong ass unit. 57 melee attack, 54 weapon damage. That's a lot of damage. The Club Levy here is getting slaughtered by the Taurus Spears, but realistically, the Taurus Spears aren't dealing that much damage to these Club Levy, as these guys managed to get in the lines rather easily. These guys are doing some damage, but they're at half health. More militia hoplites coming up and doing a lot to them. Now the spears are coming in, and these guys have frenzy charge. They do have rapid advance, and they do have the holy crap. Alright, they do not have the same amount of damage as the Gladiatrices, but they do have quite a bit of other shock value. And they charged in and they're doing their own damage. They're holding the line ever so slightly. The Gladiatrices Slingers here are trying to shoot down at the enemy Gladiatrices Slingers, but they're not managing to do so effectively. The Club Levy over here are getting killed. They're using up a lot of the ammunition over here, and there is some friendly fire as well, as the Spila are getting stuck into the shields of the allied Taurus Spears. So even though these guys are dying, they're being really useful and absorbing a lot of ammunition there. Cycle charges from these spears is being really useful. These guys are exhausted, so they're pulled back to rest. And these guys, yeah, winning decisively. They will rip and tear through militia hoplites with relative ease over there. Their ability is running out, so they're being pulled out. Yep, they're being used really well. They're you know, cycled in, made sure that they get some rest after they attack. So using the hill advantage, and damn, that's really fast. That's a really fast unit. That was ridiculously fast. This militia hoplites should start breaking any second now. And as well as the support of the Club Levy over there firing, this unit is all but broken, and these guys are being pulled off as they are now exhausted. The Club Levy coming in, throwing in their Pila into these militia hoplites, and now charging in. The Gladiatrices Stingers getting some decent kills there, but nothing too special. 168 kills on the Taurus Spears, and these guys wasted quite a few of their ammunition. Ooh, Syrian archers. This is exactly why you need Cretans. Syrian archers getting really good shots into the sides. Their weapons are on their right, and they're getting shot from the right, so the shields will even block less. That's the way it works. You need to change the direction of how the shield is facing quite actively. I think the best position for him to put them is right here, which makes this house blocks in quite a bit of the viewpoint. These hoplites are breaking finally after taking 4 or 5 charges from all of these gladiators, and the Gladiatrices Stingers moving forward, but now the militia hoplites are covering them and protecting them. are these slingers. Those slingers are firing, and these barrack slingers are going to start getting quite a bit of attack on them. They're getting shot by the defensive barrack slingers, and they are being put down. The hoplites getting charged. Oof. Barrack slingers up to 100 health there. These club levy are getting slaughtered by the Syrian archers over here. Really good shots, but the thing is, they need to be supported by some fighting to make sure that the sides are, you know, opened up. Yeah, they're getting killed there. These guys are down to 60. E48. And they're going out. These Hastati are getting... I mean, these Hastati need to actually engage. I'm just realizing that they're just sending still one unit at a time, and they just lost their slingers. They are they're using their ammunition rather well back here, doing quite a bit of damage, but now the defense noticed and is protecting its flanks rather well. And there's another charge coming in by the Spear Gladiatrices here, and this might be, you know, the Hastati just need to engage. The ammunition has been spent, and then they just need to try and break up all the way up here, which will not be easy, as this is a ridiculously hard hill to take. And those boys broke. This is really passive playing them. Okay. As I said, that these gladiators decided to just charge into the Hastati. They probably will get a lot of good damage there. Did he just go testudo formation against? Oh no, they're still in testudo formation. It's just they're moving forward. They got quite a few kills, and this one is gonna get a lot of kills. These poor Club Levy though are not gonna be doing that well. Oh, I hate when they're the same factions. Can't see who's doing what. So he's pulling these guys back, cycle charging. They did, so we're on 40 kills, not on 40. Yeah, they did quite a bit of damage. They chewed through these units rather aggressively. Oh boy. Got stabbed. No. They're happy because the enemy is retreating, but they lost so much more. This Club Levy is done for. These Syrian archers are 200 kills in, but they should be running low on ammo relatively soon. And yeah, I mean, they're killing these Club Levy. They're not really gonna get anything out of it. I'm not sure what the attackers are thinking right now. Yeah. And this is why these the Hastati didn't throw their Pila, because they're in testudo formation. So it's not really going to... Oh my god. Why are they in testudo formation? If they have the Pila, these guys will just get slaughtered. So 0 kills, let's see how many they get. 20 kills on impact. 20 kills on impact, although they ran out of juice. 40 kills. They're just chewing through these lines. 50 kills, like in what? How long was that? 5 seconds? And they lost 2. But they're walking away. Oh, now he's using Pila. Now he's realized he can use Pila. And over here, the fight is just slowed down to a grind as they're wasting all of their ammunition just firing. Yeah, these Syrian archers are out of ammunition, and the slingers are gonna get a few decent kills again. But it would be better if they had this high ground, so just need to charge in, put a unit of hoplites here, and then just kill everything back there and start shooting all the way down. The Hastati finally charge in. The Spirit Gladiatrices are also getting another good charge, getting a few decent kills in. And as soon as their abilities, I'm really enjoying how this is being played. As soon as their abilities are about to run out, they're pulled back out, and another unit is cycled in. It seems in this case they're glitching a bit slightly. Oh, he's letting them retreat as well. Yeah, and now the other unit is coming in. And that unit is just going to slaughter, because this is loose formation. And they have the support of the missiles, so these Hastati are losing. Winning decisively. I mean, against that much attack, it's... And the question is... No, not the Hastati. How much of it is armor piercing? Wait, weapon damage. 5 armor piercing isn't bad. It's actually a decent, healthy number. Again, this unit is almost dead, and it's only killed 84, so that is a bit concerning. But then at the same time, it is working slowly. More spears coming in, blocking in the charge of these hoplites. Yeah, just on impact, they're doing so much. So the Syrian archers were sent in with the Toro spears over here, and they're getting surrounded by the Club Levy. Over there, the Syrian archers are out of position. They should be shooting at the rear one, so they should be shooting from here all the way there, as they were doing beforehand. And this assault should send 2 more this way, and then another one just split up and hold the line, so stop any rear charging. Get the slingers, and the slingers shoot at this unit, that blob. If you want also, like this side, it seems it's collapsing. Like, put more pressure there. The royal peltas will rip through all of that. Put your slingers up here and shoot into the backs of all of this while you're engaging there, because you'll get a really, really good, let's say this will be under your missile fire there. And meanwhile, they're just wasting units over here. I mean, these guys will clean up the Club Levy, but at that point you're giving Club Levy too much to play around with. These gladiators are pushing back the Hastati once again. Hastati, the Roman player on the attack, is being ridiculously conservative, and it's possibly costing him the game. He does have Praetorian Guard, so these Hastati charging in, it might be already too late. Yeah, if the Hastati charged in with Praetorian Guard support in one fell swoop, this would have been over really quickly. And also wasting ammunition on Club Levy when, I mean, Club Levy have 41 melee defense. These guys have 60 melee defense, but they the same armor, so archers would do this just almost as much damage. And even so, these guys require less ammunition to kill, as there are less of them. So killing them would be a big, big, big plus. Pila into the flanks. Oh, 35 kills. Those Hastati are... Yeah, those Hastati are dead. These guys managing to come up here though, and they're going to sandwich this Club Levy, so that's good. And he's sending more troops over there, but he's still keeping the Praetorian Guard at bay. Club Levy over here breaking. Finally, Toro Spear is getting quite a few kills, and now more Club Levy coming back in. Keep in mind there are sword masters, 2 sword masters there, which can do a lot of damage. Hastati breaking, Club Levy is dying, but overall over here the assault is being stopped and slowed. A rear charge by the gladiators into the Hastati. No, it didn't happen. That would have been devastating on these Hastati. They could always... Yeah, they're sending in another one over there. Tower Spears coming in. Yeah, Tower Spears are coming in, fighting these Club Levy. A charge over here. This unit is getting attacked from the rear, and we're gonna see a lot of damage being done there. There you go. This one is getting broken rather quickly, and the others are also getting slaughtered quite fast. But again, the reserves are running very low for the attack. Club Levy over here is winning the fights. Yeah, that is a lot of value for money for that Club Levy. These Spears Gladiatrices are coming in down this way, and they're charging to the Tower Spears. More units coming up and down, floating here and there, doing their thing. These Hastati have been left there, but this is mostly just Hastati militia hoplites that have died there. Another charge. I must say though, this is really difficult to pull off the way it has been pulled off by the Roman player over here. Cycle charging consistently is really difficult, and it does require a certain level of skill. That's quite difficult. Let's just enjoy the battle from this angle. And you accidentally forget your stove on, and you go turn it off because you remembered halfway through a video. Oh boy. So yeah, the final Hastati are being pulled up. I mean, the Praetorian Guard could definitely clean up most of this, but they do need a little bit of support to not get surrounded. And at this point, it seems that they might get surrounded. This arrow tower needs to get captured. Ooh! Where did this unit come from? Where, what? Did that barracks thing really run out of ammunition? 160 kills. Yeah, their Club Levy is doing beautiful things there. And this was a ridiculously passive play from the attackers. You want to be aggressive, take us their assault on the walls was fine. Oh, I just realized more units were slaughtered back here. I just saw it now. Wait, the Legatus and the Swordmasters. Yeah, the Swordmasters went out to 148 kills already. I did not see this. Militia hoplites sent back here is not gonna do much. I didn't even manage to get in. Completely forgot that siege tower going up there. So that's why there were only 2 Swordmasters showing, because one of them went and carried out a massacre out there. And these guys charging into the rear of these troops, and that's going to be the end of it. The Hastati over here are routing, they're shattered. Pila's coming in, and these last units are going to be slaughtered. How are these slingers doing? 200 kills, and there's another unit. That's one still quite decent. These battery slingers absorbing a lot of ammunition, but not ideally how you want to use them. There's still some shooting in the back. Syrian archers charging in. And they're dead. And now the rest of the troops are coming in. We have some militia hoplites and some normal hoplites coming up there. The elites are still present. Praetorian Guard are being sent in. It seems the Praetorian Guard are going to be looped around from this way, because this location over here is just being forgotten. But our slingers charging down the hill and attacking the Tower Spears, surrounding them, and these guys are slowly getting ripped apart. The Hastati are retreating. That's going to be really painful for them, as they're going to get poked to death by tridents and spears. Yeah, they're not going to do really well. In a prolonged fight, they should win. No, they wouldn't win. Okay, that's another unit broken. Hoplites over there. Now the Swordmaster's coming in and they'll clean it up. This is GG at this point. There's nothing the attackers can do to change the course of this battle anymore. They had opportunities. They had ample opportunities, especially this charge they did up this way. They could have won it if they had the support of the Praetorian Guard, as the Hastati tanking and the Praetorian Guard dealing the damage. But unfortunately, they did not have any damage dealers that could, you know, do what was needed and carry out the damage as needed. Hastati charging into the rear of these auxiliary Balearic Slingers, and those guys are gonna die, but the Taurus Spears are breaking. Meanwhile, the Gladiatrices have charged the rear of the Hastati and they're breaking them rather quickly. Swordmasters getting ready to charge in as there's a mass rout of the Club Levy, who absorbed most of the ammunition of the Royal Peltas, and the Hoplites. The Hoplites will really not do well against the amount of Pila. Let's see if there's any friendly fire. Yep, there was a friendly fire. He took a Pila to the knee. So the Hoplites are charging in. Not the smartest of decisions. Not the smartest of decisions. The Swordmasters charge and they will break that Hoplite unit rather quickly. Yeah, they're getting a lot of good kills there. And the Swordmaster will be able to charge into the flank of that Hoplite and wreak havoc. More Swordmasters on this side just coming out, and with the support of what's left on here, they could do a lot. Still a lot of the Roman army on the defense alive and intact, so that's going to be a really big deterrent. If I mean, even if they lose this area, even if the Royal Peltas somehow beat 2 units of Swordmasters who are just slaughtering the Hoplites, that's legitimately 30 kills on impact, pretty much. And these guys were 300 kills. 70 kills. These, yeah, it's, and they've popped Headhunt as well, so they're gonna have a lot more attack and a lot more morale, and they're just going to do as much damage as possible. The enemy Legatus over here is slaughtered as he stood, and some Balearic Slingers are coming up that way. What are these Hastati doing? The Praetorian Guard are exiting the... No. He's leaving the city with the Praetorian. They're like, nope, we're gonna get out of here. Nope. Bye-bye. See you later. This ain't gonna happen. The Slingers up here also coming in and showering a little bit of love. Yeah, these guys just got... And again, another charge in would really ruin those Hoplites for good. The Legatus over there doing its thing. And... yeah, those Praetorian Guard needed to be a little bit more active in their combat there. Swordmasters will wreck this Legatus, and that Hastati unit is gone. That Legatus should die relatively soon. Army loss penalties will come up any second now. The Royal Peltas are fighting the Swordmasters, and the Swordmasters over here are fighting the Hoplites. The Hoplites are getting cleaned up, and so are the Royal Peltas, especially with the missiles coming up. Praetorian Guard coming in to support the Royal Peltas, but it's a bit too late. I'm not entirely sure what these guys are doing. Oh, he's sending them around. He's like, you know what? Let's try this again. These guys are dead. Praetorian Guard will barely even get to fight, as the army loss penalties will get them out of the game really quickly. The general for the Macedonian player is almost, yeah. Praetorian Guard going to get rear charged any second now from these Gladiatrices. Gladiatrices, they're charging the Royal Peltas. Royal Peltas really not having a good time. Yep, that's going to be a beautiful charge. Now, these guys won't drop, but there will be some kills. Because Praetorian Guard are Praetorian Guard. I mean, 90 armor, 65 health, a lot of base morale. Yeah, 4 of them died in total with 2 charges, but 5. And now army loss penalties are triggered, and these armies are going to break. The general broke, the Praetorian Guard over there broke, and this Praetorian Guard unit hasn't even saw fighting, and it's going away. These guys killed 16, the Royal Peltas killed 100, and they were fighting against... Oh, this is This is brutal. These Praetorian Guard are not having a good time. They're gonna get slaughtered as they run away. Sword fighters, how are they? 398, 142 kills over there. And this Praetorian Guard over here is just trying to figure out what to do. He realizes that it's over. It's just a matter of seconds now. That was fun. It was a bit boring at the start, I must admit. They took their sweet-ass time to a charge, but then it picked up over here, and yes, a good slaughter happened. It was very much one-sided. I mean, Rome still had most of his army intact. Suebi lost quite a few units, but then again he was fighting the bulk of the enemy forces and the elites on his side. But then again, he still had a lot. Yeah, in fact, Madrat got 2,200 kills, whereas Zisti only got 1,300. But then again, Zisti only lost 300 units. And as you can see from his army, he lost maybe one unit that broke, and the others that just half health. He was cycle charging in with them and doing quite a lot of damage, and they could have kept going that for a while. Madrat over here, 398 kills on one unit of Swordmasters, and these guys were still very, very healthy. Most of the rest of his army was just Club Levy. 142 kills, 141 kills, lovely. Ahmed Ba'ur's, dude, my man, too much militia hoplites, not enough archers. You played well with the Taurus Spears, maybe 2 militia hoplites, no hoplites, get a cavalry unit, and then Cretan archers and Orogian slingers. Mr. Fuji, just use your damned Praetorian Guard, put your Hastati with Pila throwing out. You did well with your missiles in general, with the exception of this one, but that happens. Just, yeah, get your army a little bit more fluidity. Maybe even just get Avocati or Legionnaires, because they would do better in their intermediate between Hastati and Praetorian Guard. Obviously, this game was played either in medium or slow funds. I think it was medium funds. The way the units were, I think it was medium funds, which makes sense considering the armies that we saw. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give a like, subscribe, comment, and send me your replays on totalwarbro@gmail.com. Send them on Discord. Description below, yada yada yada. I hope you are having a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.